This video is about stories of rejections of visa applications. Let's review some cases. A question from an applicant. I am not married, will I be denied a US visa? The answer. Mass denial in US visas to unmarried women is a popular myth. The story goes that if a woman is unmarried, it means she's going to the US looking for a husband. And so in this scenario, chances for a visa are very low. Some even put fake boyfriends into their applications, common law husbands, which they believe will increase their chances for a visa. In reality, a visa officer always looks at the whole situation. What does it mean? This means your age, job or studying, visa history and finances will be considered as well. A lot of things will be looked at. American embassies denying any young and unmarried women is nothing but a popular myth. Yes, in complex situations, being unmarried might make things more difficult. Let's look at two situations. The first situation, a 22-year-old girl fresh out of college, doesn't have a job yet, basically no visa history in the last 5 years, just one trip to a popular resort. A trip to the US is paid by parents with modest income. In this case, being unmarried will indeed lower the application's chances. How to increase them, what to do in such situations, we'll discuss in the upcoming videos. We'll review real cases, so subscribe so you don't miss it. The second situation, a 27-year-old working in PR for 4 years at the same company. High income, has visited around 10 countries in the last 5 years. In that case, her marital status will be unimportant. What matters is that she has a good job, makes enough money and travels a lot. Should you state to your boyfriend that you're not married to in the application? You decide, but we always recommend being as truthful as you can. Remember that the worst thing is trying to cheat the embassy. If you're denied simply because the visa officer doesn't like your life situation, it can be fixed. You can change the situation over time, and after being denied once or twice, you may finally get it. There are plenty of examples. But if you get caught lying, you risk getting banned. Be careful, don't damage your visa history. Well, you're a young woman who just graduated or about to. You don't have a job yet, or have just recently got it. Your job is entry-level and you don't get paid much, you haven't been abroad much or at all, and you're unmarried. How to maximize your chances of getting an American visa? The most reliable way is to delay the trip for a little bit. Improve your job standing, income and visa history. Things better come gradually. Don't try to run across 10 countries in a month and then jump onto an interview. And speaking of accumulating your visa history, the optimal way we'll tell you about in the next episode. Subscribe and don't miss out on this topic. But if you want to visit the US sooner, I recommend the following. Present your case in the best light possible. No, I don't mean lying that you are a big boss owning a huge company with billions in your pockets. It's a different thing. I mean, trying to highlight the best aspects of your actual story. For example, you're in your last year of college at the economics faculty. Last year of college is also a risk factor. If you're working on an entry level, don't forget you're at a big company. Put an emphasis on your plans of a future career at that company and that you really love it and the opportunities it presents. Generally, you should talk about working in your homeland with a fire in your eyes. You need to have enough money for the trip, and the source of income must be transparent. If you don't have enough of your own money, you should make your parents the sponsors. Prepare their financial statements and be ready to explain where the money comes from. Carefully fill the visa application DS-160 form. It must not contain errors or inaccuracies. If the application is filled by an agency, ask them to show it to you before uploading. Your answers at the interview must agree with what's written in the application, and it would be good to know what's actually written there. Choose a popular tourist destination, New York, Los Angeles, something like that. If you choose somewhere few people go, like the Louisiana state, the embassy might decide you're going to some somebody you know. Or maybe, what can I say to that very American groom? Dress modestly for the interview, no provoking clothes or makeup. A trite but always relevant advice. Don't be nervous, be relaxed. Imagine you don't care about the visa. US embassy workers are good psychologists and they will detect your condition. Obvious anxiety will tell that you really need to get into the US and that you're intending to immigrate. Common mistakes made when applying for a US visa. Let's say you need a tourist visa, but you're not very sure about your chances. And now one of your friends gives you a genius advice. Get an invitation from an American. Doesn't matter if you don't know him, an invitation will hugely increase the chances of success. An invitation from an American organization will also do, for example, to a conference or an exhibition. All of that is a complete nonsense. This option is very risky. Don't do that. You'll have to explain in what way you're connected with the inviting party. Where have you met? How long ago? Why you're invited? What do you plan on doing? And you won't be able to answer most of those questions if you don't actually know the person. Moreover, having friends in the US is not always a positive factor, especially if you're visiting a friend of opposite sex in Louisiana. Same thing with the organizations you don't actually know. You'll be asked how your job or studying is related to that company. What will be going on at the event you're being invited to? How long have you been working together? Getting busted at an interview is easy and you won't always get away with just a denial. If you're proven to have been lying, you may get banned from applying to any visas to the US. I've already talked about such stories in my past videos, and if you're a long-time subscriber, you might have seen them. If you want to hear a real story of how a fake invitation ruined years of someone's life, yes, that really happened, write a comment, and we'll make a video about that as well. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, this will help our channel, and of course subscribe if you're interested in the topics of visas, immigration, and studying abroad. See you in the next episodes.